Hi, it's me, your e-girl dad. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Ready to date some dads? Fuck. I'm just gonna get right back into business. Ooh. Oh, there's a bunch of autosaves. Okay, cool. Great. So there's all these different like chapters. I love this. So we're on the purple wig today. Okay. Hold up. Let me get prepared for this. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah. Language, Missy. Heck yeah. Alright, better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you want me to just inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. I love this so much. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious? We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes? Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes or shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to take them, that meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it, and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? God. Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? You want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment? I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time? Oh, that one. Sorry, my cat is playing with tags on pants I bought. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech! Amanda. Speech! 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 Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic movement that will forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda and Will had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh hey, chain wallets. While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead, Goth, and Beyond. I think I would do band t-shirts. I barely know any of these bands. Cannibal Bone Party doesn't seem like music I enjoy, but they must be really happy that a retail outlet is carrying their merchandise. I hope their parents are really proud of them. I imagine this is going to be the next dad, so I need... get into character. Look, this is very important to me. Oh, God. The cave. Oh my God. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? Oh, I could give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. But it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Oh, whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Yeah, thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops on the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So, what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. Oh my God. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Is that it? Did I choose the wrong thing? I didn't get to interact with him. That's sad. Yeah, I'll probably see him again. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch her over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool. Long Hole Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Calum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! Ghosts have done got out of control of the truck. I can't steer on them. They're damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it? If you listen carefully, it sounds like you're saying you're going to die. That's because we are about to die. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Calum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Dream sequence. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more from me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready, yeah. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. He was youth pastor. Oh, welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Well, maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to, Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary? This is our new neighbor, Empwess and his daughter Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. And I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Oh, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are already excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I get off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're gonna talk about weather. Go, do it, make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's just bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party, and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. My yawning ass. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, Matt. Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? And isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? And isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac. That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Ooh. I mean, Matt, Hugo, and Craig. I have to talk to them.
Oh.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the contents in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I mean, I'm gonna listen in on Matt and Hugo. That kind of comparison just eliminated the reason art movements are so important in the first place. Oh, what did I do for him? I think it was just too similar to my voice. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. I don't want to just say I don't know what you guys are... That's pretty subjective. I think I'll just chime in. Maybe that'll look like an asshole. But let's see. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's a Magritte. Right. Art. Sorry. You're fine, dude.
I don't know.
We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head. Yeah, me too. It's all good, man. Cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry, I get really fired up about art stuff. Empwess, how are you liking the neighborhood? Oh, it's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Yeah, seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. Oh, he's got a daughter too? That's adorable. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. No. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey, Empwess, this is my daughter. Hello. Carmencita. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned that finger gun move from me. I am very proud. Oh, she's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Sweet Manchego. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Huh?
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of a cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread into my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Empwess, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Ernest? Okay. I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah. Good for you.
Oh.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch.
I don't know.
Ernest! Oh, yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. What a little shit. I don't like that. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly... Ah! Sorry. I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. See, that right there? Can't say that. Thank you. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged again and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be the cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it would be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talks about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like this. Is college when that happens? Hey! Don't let us eat up your time, Empwess. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Robert and Brian. Let's go to them first. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me stirring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Okay, last time I did like the server dude voice for him because I saw the Tommy Bahama shirt, but I want something different. What do you think I should do? Like a recommendation? I feel like this guy might be like a... I almost want to give him like the Midwest Minnesotan dad kind of vibe. Kind of like the other feeling I'm getting from him. I don't know. I think I'm gonna try that out. Oh, Empwess, how the heck are ya? I don't know if that feels right. Settle into the neighborhood all right? That sounds way too Canadian. I don't know what Midwest sounds like. Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least? Well, that's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50 in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Empwess, have you met Robert yet? I'm just gonna do deep and like jowly, I think. Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. Well, it's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art, yeah. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. Build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You can see that bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound. Now I got a fireman carry a 6 foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms. And that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization. But I lost some of me out there. But I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. Ha! I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Missed that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Phew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. Oh, God. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh, no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the material required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert? Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. Oh, it's the best. Especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple bugs that are going to make a great meal. Lots of protein. Going to keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay. But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's, well, kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kinda keeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends her recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Empwess. I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. I feel like I'm merging Joseph into the area of Tucker Carlson, and I kind of like that. I kind of imagine Joseph being like that, although probably not an awful human being. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior the other day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's... okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes. My daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would be, my dear. That it would, my dear. I don't believe we'd had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. Bloodmarch. Oh my god. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. Do you know how to treat a lady? I'm going to do them. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? That's exactly what I had imagined. Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? That sounded aggressive. Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. Yeah, he's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little... sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great.
Oh.
I'm sure he's fine. Mary?
Mm.
Okay. Jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Hey, that kid. Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Empwess yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They describe carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. Oh, that's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa. Is that a tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. Oh, that's so cool. Want to see mine?
What?
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with the Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese into patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Empwess, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. God, oh my god. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard we talk about this? Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's some real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it.
Oh.
Sorry, just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beers. Our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? Okay. All of these seem kind of negative. This one I definitely don't like. I felt like I was at a networking event, but like, is that a good thing? I'm just gonna kiss ass to Amanda and say this one, I think. You and Daisy seem like you were having a way better time than I was. Because we were. Well, hey, at least you met some of the other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will. If I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Whip, whip, whip. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for the evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Oh, of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I never will do that. Okay. Do you have any plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna... throw a party? Let's just say that. I'm really curious to see where that goes. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight and you may just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get it, no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. Finger guns. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man. It's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey, kiddo. You good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think it earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meet Hell are now not only not assuaging. I've never seen that. Not blah 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 my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know that you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God. It's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go out to school, are you? I think I'm just going to say I was scared. That seems like the most, genuine. You weren't responding, and it's just like when your dad... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Did I just guilt trip her? I feel bad if that's what happened. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey. I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well... I'm sorry for freaking out on you, or I trust you to make good choices. I feel like I'm just gonna say sorry, too. Like, we both made a little bit of a wrong. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Timu Woo. Timu Woo. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Oh, bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in time and takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait. One more thing before you go. What? What's Dadbook? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dadbook profile on my own. Alright, I will help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which as it turns out is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Ooh. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Netflix and grill. See, I'm wondering if this is gonna have an effect on like which dads I match with. I'm just gonna do what I feel like I would do. Probably torment my children with dad puns. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? Sorry, you're like a couple seconds behind me and I make decisions before I can see my chat sometimes. I'll let you have a say in this one though. I feel like I would say Castaway on DVD or a boat. But I don't know. Definitely not the last one. Probably not the Lost Shaker of Salt. Castaway, that's what I felt. I felt like my heart and my instinct led me to that. What are your turn-ons? Ooh. Wow. Strong dad arms, right? Or top tier grillmanship. That one, no. Not that one. That, yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking too. Honorable mention to top tier grillmanship and comfortable with crime, definitely, but strong dad arms. That's where I'm at. What did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, good father, that's too corny. Technical writer from the Salty Boat Captain. Definitely pro skater who is also an astronaut, right? Or the president of space. So pretty much the same thing. But I don't know. Salty Boat Captain? I don't want to be Popeye. Yeesh. That's way too corny. Yeah, we're going with a pro skater who's also an astronaut because I dream big. What's your favorite movie genre? Sean Connery's entire filmography. What? Old comedies that haven't aged well. Oh my god. Anything on Laserdisc? I either want to say old comedies or Sean Connery's entire filmography. Because The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is like actually one of my favorite films. And it's incredible. Let's go with old comedies. What's your ideal date? What? Excuse me? Doing a 1,000 piece puzzle together, that sounds pretty cute. Napping together? Nah. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m.? Ugh. Right now, arson's a good contender. So I kind of like this one. Trying to geocast but getting hopelessly lost. That one seems like a fun, innocent hobby to have. I think I'm gonna. Geocache is like a mix between lazy and active, which I appreciate. Sure. What do you never leave home without? My sick vape. Immediately. Yep, that's it. Why does this game know me so well? I feel like that's too real, though. How real do I want to be here? Maybe a sensible cardigan? I like the idea of that. Definitely not a knife. A knife? No! I disagree with that. I'm going to say a sensible cardigan. Yeah. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill. Wow, that's deep, relatable. Where I can next get a cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications. Conspiracy theories? That seems fun. Or how proud I am of my child. That's like sappy, but like if I was a dad, I can actually imagine myself like thinking like that. Just kidding. I'm your e-girl dad already. Coffee, of course. Yeah, that's probably actually true. That's a good one. I'll take that answer. Nice. See? That wasn't so bad. Yeah, it was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all my day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seems pretty interesting. Okay. I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, God. I've got dads? Oh. Dadmanda? Hi, Empwess. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dadmanda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service so you can find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dadbook? Why, Empwess, I never. We've known each other since business school. How would you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered, you should buy Amanda more things. I will. Yes, Matt, though. Yes, Matt is moi. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. That's hilarious. I mean, yeah, we're obviously going to start with Matt. Matt Sella, avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no wave music. On a Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brew setup one drip at a time, baby. Goddamn. Yeah. Wow. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles? This fucking weeb. Weeb? That's very relatable, though. We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. Oh my god. My headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case. Oh my god. Wow. Where did writing commas into song titles come from, and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? Huh. What are these hearts? Can I fill these in? Or is this like how much he likes me, maybe? Can I go back? Oh, maybe where it says fucking back. I'm curious to look at these other profiles first before I do anything. Craig Khan. Okay, he doesn't have any buddy cop movies. Have I peaked? Beer pong world champion. Wow, what a goal. This is yeah, cardio bro for sure. Brian just seems like the dad, you know? That's the vibe I get from Brian. See just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. Fucking love brisket though. Rom-coms. What's your ideal date? Deck build? Oh, my ass thought he was talking about like Magic the Gathering. Yeah, seems like a pretty generic dad dude. That's kind of sweet though. All right, edgelord. Oh my god, he's a conspiracy theorist. What's a guy Como? What? Gun? Don't touch. Okay, I fucking love this guy. Italian neorealism. Grave robbing for a date. Cool. At least 4 knives. Wow. Ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? Haha. Damien. This information superhighway. Taxidermy. Okay. All right. Why? Pronouncing bosom correctly. This deadass wanted to be a bat. An upside down cross. Oh my god. Salience? What is that? I don't know what that means. Please explain. I understand mortality, but truly the gothic aesthetic is one with him. I'm imagining he's just posh. Brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Oh my god, what? Is he a Warhammer nerd? They're so proud. Muscles, yeah. Lit. Book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. Okay. You know, like, Pa, she's the book guy for sure. I can respect that. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. This is the part I'm so curious about. Like, he's the only one with a wife, but like, what's that? Oh, maybe they have an open relationship? And that's why I saw Mary at the bar? The good book. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. Let's message Matt. I navigate to Matt's Dadbook page and type out a message. Hey man. Oh, I'll read that too. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Soundgarden. Wanna come out? I think for a moment. Oh god. It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. Pup is playing tonight. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Oh, I didn't get to read that. I log off of Dadbook and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and mortal panic over teenagers turning to the occult. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrush vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda? Oh, nothing. I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. I think it's just yet another thing we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. See, I feel like that's a disguise, and I want to say, is that all you're upset about? But I don't want to push her, and I'm worried that if I keep pushing her to tell me what's wrong, that she's not going to tell me what's wrong. But also, I want to hammer in the idea that it's okay for her to talk to me. But maybe I just need to give her, I think I need to give her space and let her come to me when it's ready. When she's ready, right? Let's try that. It's pretty messed up. It's kind of funny too, because in reality it's these exact young women who are not only the pillar of this multi-billion-dollar industry, but of most major industries. When will us youth rise us up against our oppressors? Whatever protest you're going to, I'll be happy to help make a sign. Thanks, Dad. I'm gonna... change the subject. I think that's the best. Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Oh, let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh. Oh, God. I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in the line so that you could get a good spot and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing you in the Trapper Keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big, glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band? Like DIY gutter punk, thrash, straight edge. Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk? Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than that just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. Oh, that's it? I mean, yeah. It's not like you're gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterward where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just have a blast tonight. Was that a reference to something that I just meant? I don't know. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert appropriate attire. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Ready. I was born ready. Any situation, any outcome, I can handle it. I sleep with my one eye open. I am prepared to kill. Are you? Oh, shit. That seemed bad. Man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and scream cries? Yeah. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong. But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Empwess. You'll be good. The scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question. Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing. You'll get it. Most important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. And I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. Remember the good years of my life. Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it! A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Yeah, me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people just kind of frighten me. Same. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? Oh, that's like my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well. Matt waves and hugs a couple of people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I am so afraid of all these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back, where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are, and that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue?
Yeah, sounds great.
See? I'm in love with this guy. Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in a corner of the room where a crusty looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up, get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accordments a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Me? Yes, you look like a fellow who knows our music. How's about a 12-inch long playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pup Canada's premier punk rock outfit? Tally ho, good sir. Well, see here, fine shopkeep, your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of the finer goods in life, trust your wares to be true of spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron. Oh, hearts. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looks so lost, I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Daps him up. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? Oh, that's Empwess. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans closer to Matt. Is Empwess cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back as is customary in our society for people you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to. Wow, yeah, that's super accurate. Pablo's a total card. Could plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When we're starting out Witch House Band? Oh, when are we starting it? You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, Vacant Veil would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Oh, looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. band walks on stage and picks up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Jesus, did the cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no break in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? I'm gonna ask again. So you... Yeah. I've had to do that before. That's relatable. Matt turns back his attention to the show. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing this song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage, crying. Matt and I both pulled our earplugs out. Man, that was... something. I promise, Pup is much better. I have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot. But there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert-goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if the terrible band goes back on stage? What if... Suddenly, a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt! Swoon. Hey, almost lost you, buddy. Whew, I got really nervous for a second there. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're a room full of people connecting with the music, just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I've never heard it really put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man, they're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an highlighter wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Is this a minigame? I hope it's a minigame. Oh my god. Ah! Everyone's rushing to the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all these rowdy youths. Avoid those youths. Oh, I can go this way.
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you.
Oh, shut.
Permission to whitelist the song
Ah!
for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. What a bitch.
This is incredible. Oh my god! Ah!
So we added the song that you're listening to
Ow.
right now. Don't you think it's
What?
better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Oh, this is an actual band?
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight. Yes, take it from me.
Ow.
It's like footage of NES and SNES games with lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now. But you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out.
Oh my god.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
Stop slapping me.
Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one degree.
What the f-
Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP. But really, content ID
Yes!
is a serious convo.
It will.
But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no. This is a dating sim about getting with dads, no less.
I'm just vibing to this
God,
music
how
right
did
now.
we get here? What are we doing? What a mess. What a mess. So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
I'm finally able to work my way through the crowd to where Matt originally was, but he's nowhere to be found. Shoot! Well, I guess I should keep look. I'm bumped into from behind and find myself in the middle of a bunch of youths running around in a circle to the music. Oh shit. I'm in the pit. How did I get out of the pit? Out of nowhere, a youth shoulders himself into me and keeps moving in a circle. Hey! I guess I'm moving in the circle now. I frantically search for a way out, but all I can see is an ocean of youths rhythmically slamming into each other. Another youth slams into me and I lose my balance. I'm about to topple over. This is it. This is how I die. Trampled under the boots of counterculture. Someone grabs my hand. Someone familiar. I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back up to my feet. Oh. You're wild, dude. Matt throws his arm around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into youths left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me neither. I can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everybody cheers on Pup. Maybe I only get enough pit energy for one song. Alright, man. Let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day. We work our way back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Pup put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit. Hey, I'll meet you outside. Gotta say bye to a couple people. I hang outside of the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man. I saw you eyeballing it back at the merch booth. And I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on the first time back to a concert deserves a reward. Ooh. Which is going to play best? I'm never taking this off or the youths will finally accept me. I feel like I'm gonna go with the first one. Ooh, maybe this came out wrong. Let's see. Finally, I will be able to infiltrate their ranks and defeat them not only on the field of battle as we have done today, but on a grander scale. Yeah, that was good. We'll see you in the world pit, youths. Hey, Matt. Hey, it's Pup. Okay, hold up. Before I do anything else. Pup. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I want to know why they chose this band. Hey, dude. Didn't realize you were here. Oh, I'm so glad I could make it. You guys put on a great show. Oh, thanks. Well, see you around. Wait, you know Pup? Oh, yeah. Met a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa. Come on, let's grab some diner food. Whoops. I suddenly realized just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Matt and I walked to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth. So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me, and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere, I get this idea. Just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Bought him a beer afterward, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He's got some beautiful kids. Oh, glad you guys worked it out. Yeah, man. Just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. He just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So, how did you get to see all these amazing concerts? Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I know a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out wherever I can. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud, and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together. Well, like what? Big budget remakes of foreign films? Isn't this guy a big movie nerd too? Or is he against consumerism? I can't remember what he talked about in the first one. Probably consumerism. I mean, he works at a small coffee shop. He went to a local concert. I feel like he wouldn't like big budget remakes of foreign films, but like consumerism as a whole is probably something he doesn't like. Any input, chat? trying to remember his Dadbook profile too. What kind of movies did he say he was into? I know Damien was one who said he was into like art house horror. Fuck. I'm gonna say consumerism. Let's just go with that. Why do we gotta get up early the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we, like, share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. No reaction. Sad. Man, being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to. Yeah. I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert, never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always. You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses. Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it. Although I'm probably going to feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool. Oh, swoon. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops. How's the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Amanda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey Amanda, remind me which one of us tore it up in the pit at the punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition? First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. Whip, whip, whip. $69. Nice. Is this supposed to be like his stats? Or like times it. I'll play for a bit longer. Probably gonna hop off in him. Well, how long are we at? Hour 45. Okay. I think day complete. That sounds pretty good. I think we're gonna call it there for this week's stream. And maybe next week we'll go on some more dates. Maybe we'll do a follow-up. I gotta save again just because I'm like that. Maybe we'll get a chance to go on another date with Matt. Maybe we'll take one of the other dads out for a night on the town. I'm thinking... I like that part. Like Robert, Damien, and Hugo are all like, they seem pretty top tier too. So I'm not sure like what it'll look like, but I guess we'll just see what happens next time on Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Well, it's gonna be all from me, kiddos. Good night. Ooh.